Bonjour, Kinamagi and Nene Ireland Editionicast, and welcome to this week's edition of our Week at a Glance videos, featuring week 35. As normal, we'll begin in our Google Classroom. Contact information, and this is available to students using their @flagshipschool.net emails. It can be on a Chromebook, a laptop, any device, a phone that includes Google Classroom. We have today's newsletter. We'll talk about that in a minute. Some previous documents here. A Neebing flyer. We'll talk about that in today's episode. April breakfast and lunch menu. Coming soon will be May's. And some other documents if you need quick access. Many of the important documents are sent to you anyway via the emails in which this link is included. So let's go immediately to our newsletter. Tomorrow on Friday, we'll be visiting the Chippewa Nature Center and engage in a session on the local fur trade. Please dress for whatever the weather conditions may be. We're going in the morning, so it may be a little bit on the chilly side. So, a hoodie, no shorts, shoes that are closed-toed and probably socks with them would be ideal. Some of these sessions do go inside, but the majority of the time is been outside. We want to make sure they're warm and comfortable. We'll be there for only about 2 hours, and they can lose the hoodie on the way back. We'll talk about Neebing here in just a moment. Another reminder on Mount Pleasant Middle School documents, if you're planning to go there. There is a video and stuff in the Google Classroom, but the sooner you turn in your documentation, the better. If you're still undecided, just know that in a couple of weeks, we'll be visiting Shepherd. I want to say it's I'll look at the date. I believe the 14th. Don't quote me on that. We'll double check it. It'll be in next week's newsletter anyway. If you are looking at going to a school that's outside of your district, you may want to contact those offices, as school of choice sometimes fills up. And we want to make sure you get to the school, your student into the school that you want them to go to. Recommendations: students should read for 20 minutes every day, summer, weekends. Doesn't have to be school books, probably better that it's not. Helps expose them to a lot more language and background knowledge that'll help them be successful in school. What are we learning next week? We're in a geometry. Believe it or not, we're in the last chapter of the math book. We do have a plan for when it runs out. We'll be looking at classifying triangles and quadrilaterals. I do still encourage students to buy flashcards or make their own so that they can practice their math facts even over the summer. It will be helpful for them to walk in and not have to worry about 9 times 7. In language arts, we're looking at selections relating to the earth, sky, and space next week. Social studies, our civic duties, the rights and responsibilities, and science, we'll be looking at why some things explode. Don't worry, it does not come with C4, TNT, or anything else that's going to create you a problem. Our language corner at the bottom. I mentioned that I would be talking about Neebing. As far as I know, there is still space available, but you need to get the form from the K-12 office at the Education Administration office. You're like, Mr. I have no idea where that is. It's across the parking lot from the academy. As you're coming in on Turtle Drive, it is the building on the left, opposite of all the homes. There is a $75 fee. It is open to more than just the SCA students, so space fills up pretty quickly. Lots of cool field trips, some academics, keep them fresh, keep them from being bored, keep them from eating you out of house and home while you're at work every day. I do strongly recommend the program. And if you're beyond just 5th grade, this is a K-5 program, so younger siblings that are in school could go too. Our learning plan for next week, you can see that it's oddly a normal looking week. Knocking on wood, literally behind me. We don't see too many more of these this year, but it kind of follows with what we were discussing in our while talking in the newsletter. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel encouraged to reach out to me at mireland@sagechip.org or mireland@sagechipschool.net. During the school day, it's best to email me because I often am rather busy teaching and can't always get to the phone. Emails, I'll write back as quickly as I can. If you're going to be out at some of the community's events this weekend, leave the one to the town to ourselves here, Shepherd. Be safe, have a great time. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. We all want to be outside at some point this weekend. But for now, I'll wish you a Minogijigad, Minwa Bamapi.